Welcome everyone to Soldier Field, Chicago. Game 3 of 5 in United's US tour. First today, I know there are lots of United fans in Norway, and all we can really do is say our thoughts are with you and everyone else over there at this time after the appalling events of the last day or so in Oslo. As for this game, Paddy Crone alongside me here at Soldier Field, and well, Paddy, exciting to see such a youthful United side in action
Yeah,
today.
but let me say, so see is all short about Norway. Horrendous that what the poor people must be going through. But as a very young United side, we have to change, unfortunately, from sorrow to joy somewhere along the way. But it's a very, very young Manchester United team. The manager obviously giving everybody a chance, but the great thing for the people at home watching this will be to see De Gea in goal and Jones at number 4.
Yes, that's really the big thing to talk about today. Debuts for 2 of United's new signings. David De Gea in goal, you see him there, and Phil Jones as well at centre-back. And Phil Jones, of course, re-establishes his partnership with Chris Smalling, which was so impressive for England under-21 to this.
Yes, well, we're going to see the same pairing, are we? I watched them play for England under-21, and they were tremendous together. Unfortunately, they didn't do so well as we would hope, well as most people would hope them to do. But it's great to see them. When you look at the back four, there are so many young players in it. Tom Cleverley. Everybody's talking about Manchester United. Are we going to sign a midfield player? Could it be Tom Cleverley? You never know, because I'm sure that kid will be giving it his all to be the one that's going to be accepted.
Yes, it'll be fascinating to see how the younger players like Cleverley and Welbeck get on in this game. Mam Diouf up front as well. As I say, 8 of the starting lineup, 23 or younger. So a youthful Manchester United side. Patrice Evra leading the players out. United in their new away kit, very smart new away kit for the new season, and the Barclays Premier League trophy being led out as well. And that has been all over Chicago over the last couple of days. Paddy had it on the beach yesterday.
I think it's been in every pub, or most pubs in Chicago. Thank God I didn't go along with it most of the time, because you've been a mess by the time it got finished. But I think it's a great idea, Stuart, to say that. People are amazed at the championship trophies here in Chicago. But anyway, this is the important thing about Chicago, is playing the game and seeing how United do. See how the younger generation of players stand up to the task. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's very, very warm out there.
Yes, this is where the tour really kicks into gear, because now we have 3 games in a week, Paddy. Straight after this game, United fly to New Jersey and they prepare for that big game against the MLS All-Stars, and then in a week's time, Barcelona in Washington.
Well, the one thing about it, Stuart, is the games are going to get more difficult. After tonight, the All-Stars game's going to be a difficult match when you've got the selection of all the American League players, and then you've got Barcelona, which everybody is looking forward to that one.
This is a bonus game very much for the Chicago Fire, who are enduring a really difficult campaign. 8th in the Eastern Conference, 8 out of 9, and the problem is they've won just 2 games of their 20. They can't stop drawing, 12 draws. So really the pressure is off for them in this game.
Well, the only thing they'll want to do is to put up a show, Chicago Fire. They'll all be wanting to play well in the game. But then again, when you've got all the young United players, they'll be wanting to impress the manager, won't they?
Yeah, I think this is a great chance for some of these young players to really stake a claim. A lot of United fans want to see Tom Cleverley become a regular. I mean, he hasn't actually played a first-team game for United, but my word, he's got a lot of experience.
Oh, well, a lot of experience at Wigan. And no harm to Wigan, he's come to Manchester United. He's going to play with a lot better players, which will make him a better player. Then you've got Danny Welbeck as well, who unfortunately at Sunderland got an injury after he had started to do so well for them. So, going to be a very, very interesting season.
It's going to be interesting, actually, to see the Jones and Smalling combination. It was impressive for England under 21. So I think it's quite handy that they know each other's games.
Well, we haven't seen Jones play for United yet, have we?
No.
So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in. I'm sure he will.
Well, I interviewed him and he said that he sees his position very much as centre-back. He can play in front of the back 4.
Oh, he can play there. He played there quite a lot for Blackburn. Yeah, he's capable of doing that. I'm sure at some stage there might be a possibility they might play there.
Well, when you think about it, Paddy, you've got such a very, very young side. I mean, the back 4, I mean, you've got a 20-year-old in goal.
Yeah.
They're back for two 21-year-olds and a 19-year-old, and of course Patrice Evra, who's a little bit older than that.
One of the great things in football, Stuart, is communication. And I'll tell you, the most important part of communication is your goalkeeper in the back four.
Well,
so this is going to be interesting because players have to take responsibility. They have to be the one that says, well, I'm going to talk to you, but I want you to do blah, blah, blah. Goalkeeper plays a big part in that. You're just wondering, the goalkeeper, 20 years of age, his first game will be a bit shy about speaking out.
Well, you said there communication is very, very important.
Yeah.
It's a problem if you don't speak much English.
Oh. Well, I think looks and attitudes and all sort of things come in. Maybe there's words you don't have to use. You can use it by looking at someone. You can create an attitude of some sort.
Terrific atmosphere inside Soldier Field. This great historic stadium. I can tell you it is very, very hot out there. We've been in the midst of a heat wave this part of the States. When we first got here a couple of days ago, it was 100 degrees. It's a little bit cooler than that. We've had the most violent thunderstorms you can possibly imagine since we've been here as well. But this is taxing in the conditions, very taxing.
Very, very. It's very interesting for the people at home. I wondered why this ground was called Soldiers Field. They changed the name of the ground in actual fact after the First World War to all the American soldiers that had lost their lives in the First World War, so they called this Soldiers Field.
Yeah, this stadium serves as a memorial to American soldiers who died in wars. An historic stadium opened in the mid-1920s. It's been totally renovated in the last decade or so, and it looks fantastic. Obviously, it's home to the Chicago Bears NFL team. Chicago Fire used to play their games here, but they now play in a purpose-built soccer stadium in the suburb of Chicago, and they can only get about 20,000 in that ground, so great for them to be playing in front of 61,000.
It creates a great atmosphere as well, Stuart, when you've got the crowd so close to the playing field. So close.
That's one of the most impressive things about this US tour, Paddy. The stadia are just fantastic. The stadiums on this tour are amazing. Every one you go to, the one in Boston was a great stadium, Seattle was a great stadium. We're going to see two more as well.
They'll compete in America with each other to see what's the best. See what's the best. Every stadium's been terrific.
Yeah, still to come, the Red Bull Arena, which is going to be an interesting stadium to go to in New York. And then the FedEx Field in Washington, which, well, capacity is somewhere around 90,000 in Washington, so that will be something to behold as well. Well, we've had the preliminaries, so we're almost ready to get underway. Glad for you all at home that this game's not taking place in the middle of the night back at home as it was in Seattle. It's late evening back at home, so glad you could be with us for this game as the Chicago Fire players get into a pre-match huddle. United prepare to kick off. What if there are a few nerves with David De Gea at the moment? He'll want a good few early touches, I would have thought.
Well, if you're a central defender now, team would have whoever pass it back to him and let him throw a ball out.
Effects too high, effects too high. We can't hear each other very well. Game 3 of United's US tour. It's a sweltering afternoon in Chicago, but it is great to be at the historic Soldier Field, wonderfully located near to the marina on Lakeshore Drive, and a full house of around 60,000 watching this very youthful Manchester United lineup. Terrific atmosphere. Dimitar Berbatov, one of the older players in this United starting lineup. Thankfully, he's recovered from that little ankle knock that he got whilst United were training in Portland last week.
I think it's important, Stuart, that everybody gets games. Yeah. That's the important thing.
Goalkeeper Sean Johnson with the clearance. That's gone straight out of play for the United throw. And often in these friendlies we see lots and lots of substitutions. Both teams can make 11 changes, but I think in these punishing conditions we will see a lot of changes in this match, particularly at half-time and early in the second half. Is Michael Carrick. Looks for Berbatov. Got Corey Gibbs with him for company. Nice feet. Carrick. Evra. Phil Jones to Smalling. Those two arguably the future of Manchester United at centre-back.
Well, I think in conditions like this, United good passing, and the other team, obviously they're a lesser team, they'll try and chase and hustle and bustle and do all that. 2-1 for that.
Free kick given. Our referee today, Terry Vaughan, with that decision. Papa over that right-hand side. Nazarit, Nyarko waiting in the centre. Guided away by Jones. Put away by Diouf, up the line and out for the throw-in. Diouf, who got amongst the goals in Seattle. Will be looking to impress after that loan spell at Blackburn last season. Free kick goes United's way. The way United have started, when they're lining up, Paddy, it looks like Berbatov and Welbeck are together up front with
yes, it does.
the left. Yeah,
we got a team sheet as if Welbeck was going to be in the left wing, but I suppose there'll be a lot of movement between him and Diouf anyway. Yeah,
very interchangeable, I think. Here's Smalling. 33 appearances in his first season. Really good first season in the United shirt. Breakdown in communication there. Here's Palladini. Slipped. Little fortuitous there. Still found a Chicago shirt. Marco Papa.
He's got the corner.
Marco Papa, who was in the All-Stars team for the MLS against United in Houston a year ago. Ajuro. Back to Palladini. Bit of space here for the midfielder. Shanks it a little bit. Fabio can clear. Got to Gabriel Oberton.
Oh, I thought he was going to make a run there, Gabby.
Oberton. United were devastating on the counter-attack in Seattle. Here they go again. Berbatov. This is Oberton. Options in the middle. Good ball in. Just too much on it.
Just overhit it.
Diouf, who was at the far post.
Yeah, great bit of football by United, but the final ball in just overhit. The pitch looks a bit strange. Stuart, the ball bobbling a little bit.
Yeah, again, turf has been laid for this, and it's not ideal. It's taken a lot of rain over the last couple of days as well. Smalling. Here's Fabio. Looking for Berbatov. Cross comes Corey Gibbs. Out for the throw. Cleverly. There's Marco Papa. To Patrick Nyarko, who described himself as a die-hard United fan. So this will be a very, very big afternoon for him in the heat of Soldier Field.
Oh, good challenge.
Everett did very well there. Now Welbeck. Oh, wonderful skill from Danny Welbeck. Berbatov up with him. He frees Berbatov. Berbatov through the middle. Here's a good chance. Berbatov. Well saved. Well saved by Sean Johnson there, but United just, well, cut Chicago to ribbons there.
Well, great bit of play by Danny Welbeck. It's amazing. The minute the ball went to Berbatov, everybody stood up. I think expecting him to score or hoping he would score.
Great bit of skill, you have to say there, from Danny Welbeck. United have the corner kick, which cleverly he's going to take. Chicago bring everybody back. Very, very deep one.
Oh, I think Diouf get his head to that.
Cleverly has a second chance here to chip it back into that far post.
Oh, that's a bit overhit as well.
Tom Cleverly, 25 Premier League appearances for Wigan last season and 4 goals. It really was an important part of the Wigan midfield, as he has been at previous seasons on loan at Watford and Leicester. Remember, Cleverly scored arguably the goal of pre-season last year against the MLS All-Stars. It was a fantastic strike. He also scored against Celtic in Toronto. Does have a very happy knack of scoring goals, Tom Cleverly. And Nyarko. The Ghanaian winger finds Marco Papa, who's switching sides in the early stages. But there's no red shirt there.
I tell you, it's a good ball in, but nobody there to get in the end of it.
Carrick Evra. Carrick up the line. Is that a foul on Juve? Yes, it was. Free kick goes United's way. And Ibaba there with the challenge. Cleverly, Fabio. Evra, looking for the run of Welbeck. He's looking very sharp in these early stages. Cleverly calling for the edge of the area. Very great skill from Danny Welbeck. That was superb. Gets to the byline. And is in the end collected by Johnson.
Yeah, just crowded out, but a great bit of skill, and I'll tell you something, they love that here, the crowd. They were on their feet again. I think they love to see people taking players on here.
Danny really did impress for Sunderland last season on loan. 28 appearances up there, 6 goals as well. I think Steve Bruce was rather keen to have him back. But doesn't look like Danny Welbeck, Tom Cleverly will be going out on loan, certainly at the start of the season. Fabio. Gabriel Oberton. Started on the right-hand side. Berbatov. Holds the ball up so well, so strong. Cleverly.
Oh, Jufford made a great run there, but Tom Cleverly didn't see him.
Now Michael Carrick.
It's on again.
Overton over the top. Penalised for a foul on Gibbs.
Very harsh decision, that referee. I think Gibbs was desperate to go down and thankful that he got the free kick. He wasn't sure to get it. I didn't think it was a free kick. But the referee's given it anyway.
So it's a fire free kick. Smalling heads away. And Gabby Overton. Given away in the centre of midfield. Papa again, who's looked lively in the early stages, to Nyako. Patrick Nyako breaks down. United can come away with it. Overton was asking an awful lot of Welbeck.
I think he just miskicked that, actually.
And Corey Gibbs, who did have a very unhappy spell in England with Charlton, where he didn't play a single game because of injuries. He has had a bit of European experience, Corey Gibbs. He's played in Germany and Holland. And Ibaba.
Oh, that's surely the goalkeeper.
Jones just shepherds it out of play.
Yeah, it took a strange bounce. Once it hit the surface, it stopped.
Phil Jones, a dream move for him to Old Trafford. Only 19. 40 appearances for Blackburn Rovers. I remember Sam Allardyce saying I think he's the best young player he's ever worked with, and he's worked with a few in his time. Smalling, Berbatov, Fabio. And Nyako again. There's a threat, Nyako. Segares, who likes getting forward from left back. Nyako. And again, good challenge by Carrick. And Segares. Crowd were imploring him to shoot. And Ibaba. Bit of space for him. Oh dear, is that a shot? Goodness me,
What was he expecting there? And Nazarite earlier on was in a better position. He didn't shoot. That was a strange one.
Well, we'll put that down as a right-back shot from Jalil and Ibaba. In his first season in the MLS. Chicago could turn some of their draws into wins. They'd have a much better season, but 12 draws, the most in the MLS. And Welbeck again, he's looked so lively early on.
That's a great ball as well.
Can he keep it in? No, he can't.
Just over.
Chicago then with a throw here. Chicago in their last game lost 1-0 at home to Portland. But before that, they beat the Red Bulls 4-0 in a cup game. Now overtime. Referee says play on. Berbatov has peeled to the right-hand side. Welbeck in the centre. Back to Berbatov.
Oh,
Over
that's
top.
great play.
Berbatov worked it wonderfully well. He gets pulled down. No penalty. Referee had a good view.
Great play by United again.
Jones gets there first. Out of play for the throw. I think Matar Berbatov did seem to be pulled over there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure the referee is going to give a penalty kick against the home side regardless. He certainly was. You've got a penalty for that at home, wouldn't you? Not going to get it here.
Wester got a bit lucky there. The Colombian defender at centre back got away with it. Remember last year, it was actually the third game of the tour, i.e. this game, where United came unstuck. That was in Kansas City. United lost, rather surprisingly, lost 2-1 in Kansas. So you can't underestimate these sides, but United have looked absolutely imperious on the tour so far. Chicago have a free kick, driven in towards Nazarit, and headed in by Gibbs. Gibbs got there first, he was unchallenged, and Chicago Fire take the lead after 13 minutes. The Leeds United 1-0.
Well, they just get caught hesitancy in the defence. Who's going to header it? Nobody. Gibbs decides that I'm going to header it. And into the net it flies. That's a terrific header, you've got to say. Nobody's challenging for the header. Yeah, they pushed them right back onto the 6-yard line, but Gibbs is the one that gets his head to it. Yeah, terrific header.
Well, the first thing that David De Gea has had to do in the whole game is pick the ball out the back of the net.
Yeah.
Well, now, that is a shock. Chicago Fire, strugglers in the MLS, lead Manchester United by a goal to nil. Centre-back Corey Gibbs with the strike. And that was not in the script. United looks quite at ease in the early stages. Plenty of the ball.
Well, you can't allow people to get a header 6 yards out, can you? Well, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, to be fair, he's got above everyone, Gibbs, and it's a good, strong header.
Free kick comes in again towards Nazarit. This time United clear. Over top, Berbatov. Cleverly, he's looking for Welbeck through the middle. He's outpacing the back four. Welbeck's ball in. Oh dear, he was looking for Juve when maybe he should have gone for goal himself.
Yeah, he's looking for Juve. Get caught in two minds, really. And the ball he's played into Juve is too far in front of him. Yeah, this is a great chance for United. He gets past the defender, Welbeck. Yeah, I think he's caught in two minds there. They're pass it or shooting it. He elects to pass it, and it's a poor ball from Danny.
That was a chance for Danny Welbeck, who scored on tour last year against Celtic in Toronto. Had an opportunity there to make Johnson work at least, but Johnson clears. Now Berbatov. Strong challenge from Mane Baba. United throw. Jolt to the system in the heat here in Chicago. United behind. Smalling brings it forward now. Berbatov. Now Evra. Berbatov. Breaking down there, Palladini. In goes Welbeck, tries to win it back. Palladini again. Nazarit. Out for the throw. Well, it's fair to say the vast majority of fans inside this stadium are supporting Manchester United, but it's the Chicago fans who are in good voice at the moment. Only seen their team win 2 games in the MLS all season out of 20. Now here they are, leading the champions. Smalling. Gone long looking for Welbeck, who's now switched to the left-hand side with G through the middle. Headed away by Gibbs. And Ibaba can complete the clearance. Papa in midfield. Looking for Nazarite. That's a foul, surely, on Jones.
That's a free kick, yeah. Pulling and hauling at Jones.
It's a bit of a handful up there, Nazarite, the big Colombian striker.
Yeah, he's a big, powerful lad, isn't he? Oh, there's no question about the free kick.
Cleverly. Now Berbatov. Berbatov gets it back. Wasn't the best of balls for him.
Wasn't a good ball to Berbatov.
Nazarite again, ball control. Smalling, Phil Jones. Jones away from Nazarite. Chief on the left wins a free kick. And Ibaba again with a challenge. Jolt for United in these early stages. Berbatov. Lovely turn from Berbatov. Hasn't got a great deal of support on the right. In the end finds it from Fabio. Now Carrick. Cleverly. 5 United shirts up with him. Goes back to Carrick. Phil Jones. Now Danny Welbeck. Cleverly. Laid it behind Fabio.
Just a little bit careless, that's all.
Throw in. Gonzalo Cigares to take it. The Costa Rican, the only ever present in this Chicago Fire side this season. And Ibaba on the right-hand side. He's got Adjuro up the line if he wants him. Here is Dominic Adjuro. Deep ball in, too deep. De Gea collects. And gets United moving quickly. Obertan. He's going to have a run. He goes straight past Cigares.
This is a chance.
Welbeck up with him. Danny Welbeck.
I think he picked the wrong ball. You look at the far post, Berbatov totally on his own. He's trying to play it into Welbeck, but Welbeck couldn't get it past the defender. You'll see there, watch. Berbatov on his own at the back post. Not very happy that the ball didn't get there.
Obertan absolutely cruised past Cigares there, one-on-one. Now Cleverly with the corner kick for Manchester United, looking to get level. Beat the man at the near post, Logan Paws, the captain of Chicago Fire, who cleared themselves. Now here's Adjuro, switch from right to left. They've got pace on the flanks. Adjuro, getting the single ball in, but well tracked back.
Yeah, he couldn't take a chance there, Jones. He wasn't too sure what was round about him. He's done the right thing. You're not sure, get it out.
I think Jones felt he was fouled there as well, but the referee didn't. And here's Nyarko. Nyarko's gone for the return. He's in here as well, Nyarko. Cross came Smalling, goal kick.
That was another chance, you've got to say.
Few unsteady moments for United at the back. Worked it quite well, Chicago, who are belying their lowly status in these early stages. Fabio. Carrick. Easy for Logan Paws, the captain. Papa looks dangerous to me. Nyarko. Nazarite's in the centre. But Nyarko can't get past Fabio de Silva. That's a throw-in. So Gonzalo Cigares is going to take. Nyarko. Back came Obertan. Nyarko, he won't keep that in. That's out for the goal kick that David De Gea is going to take. Plenty for United to think about here.
Yes, there is. They'll have to work hard, don't
Totally outclassed the New England Revolution in Boston. Demolished the Seattle Sounders, but This is looking trickier proposition, this young United side. Here's Smalling. Back to David De Gea, who of course won the under-21 championships with Spain. Smalling.
He might chase this Welbeck.
Knocked away by Yamick Cuesta. United have looked as though they could cause Chicago all sorts of problems on the flanks. With the pace, Overton on the right, often Juve on the left, or Welbeck. Logan Paws brings it clear. Carrick has it. Nice Smalling. United flying out to New York after this game.
That's a good ball.
Berbatov with Anibaba. Berbatov uses his strength wonderfully well. Great skill in the box as well. Crowd like that. Welbeck's calling for it. Here is Danny Welbeck. Berbatov. Now Carrick. Welbeck worked it well. Manchester United. Berbatov goes up on the edge of the box. Where's it going to fall? It's cleared by Force.
Just a little bit crowded back in the defence there.
Now Chicago on the counter-attack. Nazarink's waiting for it in the centre. Paladini's got a long way here. Shots drifts wide of the near post.
You just wonder if the goalkeeper didn't see that till the last second, but it was always going past the post anyway. Yeah, he's always going to hit this with his left foot. I think the goal a little bit onside, is not sure, but he's always going dead.
Nice Smalling. Fabio. Obertan. Back to Fabio. Carrick. Welbeck again. Juve to the left-hand side. Fabio's well forward. Cleverly. And Michael Carrick. Back to Smalling. Cleverly. United trying to work an opening here. Cleverly with a little 1-2, but...
Oh, he's just overhit it. Overtan on the right flank, hoping to get it. He likes to play it through the middle and he overhits it. A great crowd that, isn't it?
What a scene. What a stadium. One of the great stadiums in the US. 5 games played here in the World Cup, you may remember, in 1994. Historic stadium. Staged a Martin Luther King rally in the mid-60s. Lots of concerts here, and have everything. Rodeos, circuses, stock car racing, everything. And of course home to the Chicago Bears of the NFL. Chicago Fire did start playing their games here when they were first created. In their first season in the MLS in 1998.
Oh, that's how it was.
That was awkward for Patrick Nyarko. Throw in. Here's Smalling. Back to David De Gea. Phil Jones. Cleverly. A little bit short. And now here's a break-up. Terrific chance for Palladini. He just didn't get hold of it properly.
Oh, he scuffed a kick. A good bit of football, and Palladini's made a mess of the shot at goal.
Carrick's ball over the top. Goes astray.
I think the players are finding the pitch a little bit difficult, actually.
Sir Alex in the baking heat down there. Seriously hot. Marco Papa.
Come on, Dominic!
Now Everett. Tom Cleverly. Michael Carrick. Overton. Danny Welbeck. Berbatov. Overton. Oh, it very nearly released Danny Welbeck. Cigares is there to clear.
I don't think Danny Welbeck was expecting it.
Papa. Keep it in, and Smalling now to Phil Jones. Berbatov. Looks for Cleverly. Palladini wins it back for the Fire. We're playing with Fire for that goal from Gibbs, which I think surprised us all.
Well, the goal needs a big boost for them, Stuart. That keeps you going.
United have played here before, back in 2004 against Bayern Munich. It was a goalless draw. United lost on penalties in the end, 4-2. Anibaba again. Won well by Danny Welbeck, who kept it in. Welbeck looks for support, finds it from Gabby Oberton. Oberton struck it well, but over the top.
They might have taken another touch on it. They might have taken another touch, but he elects to shoot straight away. Yeah, he does well to get the other side of the defender, but he should have taken. I thought he should have taken a touch, but it's easy from up here. He might have just got a touch to settle it down, but no, he elects to shoot. Over the bar it goes.
Perhaps a chance for United to get back into this game. Evra. Danny Welbeck. Mamdouh takes on Anibaba. Finds Welbeck. Oberson dives in a bit there, loses possession. Marco Papa. Fabio. Cleverly. Welbeck worked it well. Fabio. Quite enjoyed that bit of play.
And the cross, a good one.
Duke's ball in. Air shot there, but here's a chance for Fabio. Well, Welbeck missed his kick completely. Fabio got hold of it, but not on target.
Yeah, that was a great bit of skill by Welbeck at the start, and it's amazing the crowd. Every time there's a little bit of skill, they react tremendously well to it. Just can't keep it down, Fabio. Can't keep it down. You can't say they're not getting chances, United.
Fabio did get a couple of goals last season, you remember? Wigan, Arsenal in the FA Cup. But didn't get that on target. Cigares went down, wins a free kick.
Free kick, referee.
Seemed a great deal of contact there, I have to say. Certainly the free kick wasn't there. Referee Terry Vaughan happy now. Gibbs, the goal scorer. Logan Paws, the man who's played 200 times for Chicago. Fourth in the all-time appearance list of this club. And he just sort of sits really in front of the back four. Cuesta. Long ball forward, looking to pick out Nazarit.
Well, you've got to bat them for them. You can't let them have a free header. You've got to fight them.
We've had half an hour, Paddy. United have had some moments, but it's Chicago who lead.
Yeah, they look dangerous when they come forward, don't they?
Marco, a lot of interchangeable play. The wide players and the central midfielders. Cigares. Logan Paws. Palladini. Alduro. Dominic Alduro, who's looked a threat at times as well. Away by Jones. Anibaba lets it go to play for the throw. Alduro, joint top scorer with 5. Which, well, tells you about the problems they've been having this season. The Fire, only 20 goals scored in their 20 games. Oh, terrific skill from Marco, but he got it wrong. He got it wrong in the end there. Yeah, lost his head slightly.
He got it wrong, shoot by Brian Grady. That's the one that's the United fan as well. I just think he wanted to score against United, but he should have played that across the goal. I think the slip took everybody. Well, it got everybody on the wrong side. He should be playing that across the goal, not shooting.
Yeah, good skill. Cleverly. Anibaba have defended quite well so far. Cuesta to Corey Gibbs. There's Papa. He looked a good player to me. The Guatemalan. Nyako. Pause. Papa. Nazarit. Worked this quite well. Palladini now to Ajuro. And Ibaba, forward fullback. Deep ball in, headed away by Fabio. Nazarit in the area. Can he get a shot off? Nazarit!
Well, if he hits the target, he scores, doesn't he? Great chance for Nazarit. If he hits the target, he scores, but a bit wild with his left foot. Gets a little bit of the break of the ball as well. Yeah, just get the touch. Oh, the left foot shot's not so clever. Oh, if he keeps that straight, that could have been 2-0.
Yeah, that would have been a problem in this heat coming back from that. Smalling back to David De Gea. Now Welbeck dropping very deep, looking for the ball. Berbatov, lovely control. This is Welbeck, due to the left-hand side. And Ibaba did well. Cleverly. There's Fabio De Silva. Tom Cleverly. Defending from the fire. Smalling. Phil Jones winging it forward from the back. This is Danny Welbeck now for United, looking to get on level terms here at Soldier Field. Cleverly. Good run, still going Cleverly, puts it through the Berbatov, offside. Goalkeeper did very well, Sean Johnson. It's a terrific save, but the flag was up for offside.
Yeah, the goalie's done well. The goalie's not to know he's offside. That's the second terrific save he's made from Berbatov. There wasn't a great deal in it, actually. I mean, that's showing you after the ball was played. I wasn't sure he was, but it doesn't make any difference. The goalie makes a terrific save.
Sean Johnson, his second season with Chicago. Had a bit of a wobble in the early part of the season, lost his place, but back at number 1 now. Now Mamdiouf. This is Cleverly in midfield. Overton to the right. Here is the Frenchman.
He'll take him on.
He's given Segares problems, but this time the Costa Rican does well. That's a throw-in.
Well, he's just got to keep taking the fullback on. The fullback can't keep up with him.
It's the first time since 2005 that Chicago Fire have actually played in this stadium. Their own ground, Toyota Park, was ready for 2006. That's where they play now. The average crowd is somewhere around 15,000, so playing in front of 60,000 makes a very nice change indeed. Now Jones. Smalling. Berbatov, Overton. Now Carrick. A bit of space there in midfield.
Great ball.
Juice. Taken in his stride. Goal kick.
He's unlucky because the ball took a little bit of a bobble as well. A great ball through by Michael Carrick, but the bobble just beat him. That's the pitch for you.
Yes, the pitch isn't the best, you have to say. It's a great scene here, it really is.
Yeah, fantastic crowd, isn't it?
Fantastic. And the stadium itself in a terrific location on Lakeshore Drive, near to the marina. Fabio. Never needs an invitation to get forward, but makes a bit of a mess of the through ball there, and Gibbs can cut it out to Patrick Nyako. and Marco Papa. Jones comes across. That's a throw. Chicago will be delighted to get to half-time.
They'll be thrilled. We've got 9 minutes, maybe 10.
These under-21 players, of course, haven't played yet on the tour, haven't had much training, so they'll be feeling it out there. I'm sure we'll see a whole host of changes at half-time. Here's Papa again. Nyarko. Cigares, good ball to Nyarko. Big Nazaritas at the far post. Towards the near post in the end. And Papa, well, didn't get hold of it properly. It was half a chance.
Yeah, half a chance. Good play by the Chicago Fire.
Now Welbeck. Asking a lot of Evra there. Back to Sean Johnson, who has played for the US. West Ham. Corey Gibbs. Palladini. Now Anababa. West Ham. Corey Gibbs again, who appeared at the press conference at the team hotel alongside Michael Owen, who's on the sub bench today, and Sir Alex Ferguson, and the Chicago Fire coach or interim head coach, Frank Klopas, who will be absolutely delighted with what he's seeing here from his side. Here's Nyarko. Once again, Papa breaking from midfield, but he got underneath that one.
Oh, a bit wild again. The shot. Not really trouble the goalkeeper from there.
United will be very keen to get back on level terms before half-time. One thing you've noticed on this tour is the upsurge in interest in United. I mean, there have been hundreds of fans outside the team hotel, both in here and Seattle, becoming a bit more like it is in the middle, in the Far East.
Yeah, very much so.
Overtime, clever feet. Welbeck. Fabio.
He did a bit of lift to him.
Not the best of balls in, easy enough for Sean Johnson, who was unchallenged.
Just a little bit too straight. It was all the way through at the goalkeeper.
Just tended to fizzle out a little bit on the final third for United.
Yes, they are. Getting plenty of people back, but we saw this with Seattle Sounders. They worked very hard the first half, died the second half.
Yes, United really went to town in the second half. It was 1-0 for a long, long time, that game, but then United really went goal crazy. Here's Gibbs. Berbatov unhappy with that ball. Logan Paws has given it away cleverly. Welbeck. Patrice Evra.
Oh, you're trying to thread the needle there, Patrice.
Smalling.
Oh, well played, Chris.
Back to David De Gea.
Nice little dummy.
Phil Jones. Still telling me in his interview, Phil Jones, he still lives with his parents. He won't be for much longer, I wouldn't have thought, would he? Fabio. Smalling. Carrick. I mean, lots of possession for United. You'd expect that, but they haven't really done enough with it in this first
not
half.
in the not in the other half. They've not really troubled the goalkeeper to a great degree, have they?
Not really.
Not really. That should come.
Chicago last season failed to qualify for the playoffs for only the second time in their history, finishing 4th in the Eastern Conference. They're not going to finish there this season, though, down in 8th at the moment. Cigares. Johnson has to hurry. Fabio. And Logan Paws is there. The best of balls and out for the throw. I thought Sir Alex is absolutely overjoyed with what he's seen in the first 45 minutes. Certainly will make changes. You are allowed to make 11. Let's hope we don't, so we don't see 11 at half-time, but you never know. I think that'll be a good number. I think United have got 14 players on the bench overall. Chicharito will join the travelling party in New York. I don't think he'll play, but something about any training, but he'll certainly join the squad. Obertan, Berbatov. Obertan again. Dimitar Berbatov looking for Welbeck. Challenged by Gibbs, he's taken a bit of a knock there.
Well, look at him, he says he's not getting the free kick, he gets up like a shot.
Yarko. Papa, who's been impressive in this first half. Bit of a shoulder barge from Everett, nothing wrong with that. Throw in. Phil Jones, it was only less than 18 months ago he made his Premier League debut, Phil Jones. It was against Chelsea, he earned rave reviews. Since then, well, his career's absolutely got into the stratosphere. Cleverly. Obertan. Fabio on the overlap. Back to Carrick. Berbatov. Juve. Welbeck. Berbatov is offside again.
He's offside. Good little bout of football. He's got in there too soon.
A little bit of frustration for United in the final third. They're behind by a goal to nil. Something we have not been accustomed to on this tour. New England Revolution and Seattle Sounders soundly beat. Wester, back to Sean Johnson. Corey Gibbs. Here's Daniel Palladini. Ever in quickly, unfairly, from behind. Free kick given by Terry Vaughan, who was on the spot there. This was the latest flag, and he was not offside by a long, long way.
No. But sometimes linesmen can get caught with when it's as close as that.
Cigares. Gibbs. Logan Paus spent his whole career at Chicago Fire. And they're content to play out time, back to enter the last minute of this first half. They'll be absolutely thrilled and delighted to go in ahead. Nazarick did well there, good hold-up play and finds Ajuro. Logan Paus. Marco Papa. Everything seems to go through Papa. Alibaba has to turn back. Wester. In these strength-sapping conditions, possession is so important. Making your opponents do the running. It's a good ball. Here's Cigares. Inside Obertan. Cigares on his left foot. Here's a chance, and a wonderful save from De Gea. That was absolutely superb from David De Gea. That was close to 2-0.
Well, that's Nazari again. You'll be disappointed it's not been in the back of the net, but this is just a reaction save from the goalkeeper. Just a reaction save. Doesn't matter how you stop it as long as you stop it. And he stopped with his feet, but that doesn't matter.
Terrific save, and Nyarko. Under pressure from Berbatov, still has it. Half time. Well, we didn't expect this. United a goal down at the interval. Free header from Corey Gibbs after 13 minutes. And if it wasn't for that terrific save from David De Gea on the stroke of half-time, then United would be in deep, deep trouble in these sapping conditions here at Soldier Field. But United have much work to do in the second half. I expect plenty of changes as well. But at the interval here at Soldier Field, it's Manchester United 0, Chicago Fire 1.
It is indeed, Stuart, an interesting first half. Lou McCarry is here to discuss all the action after this short break. Welcome back to Matchday Live as we bring you the third game of United's pre-season tour of the USA, and it's not been easy for Manchester United at half-time. It's Chicago Fire 1, Manchester United 0. Bit of a challenge for them tonight, Lou?
Well, it certainly is, but it would have been a lot easier if they'd taken some of the chances that came early on and got in front. We wouldn't be looking at that scoreline. But that can happen in the pre-season games, Mandy. You miss your chances, the opposition break away, cross a ball into the box, glancing header, and before you know it, you're one down. But it's now a test for their character.
It is indeed, and a lot of changes made for tonight, which is no surprise. We expect everybody to get game time, and the manager said the likes of Welbeck, etc., were going to get time tonight. But do you think because these players haven't played a lot together, that's a contributing factor as well?
Well, it doesn't help. You know, you've got to know your teammates, and there's some new lads in there, some new lads to Manchester United, and they're just finding their feet. You want to win all your games, but the result sometimes you've just got to look at other things in the game and hope that the new players especially get bedded in, they find it comfortable where they're playing. But as I say, had we got in front, then it would have been comfortable, but missed some, well, 3 or 4 good chances, and when you do that, there's always a chance the opposition will score.
We'll take a look at those chances for United in a moment, but first of all, let's take a look at the Chicago Fire goal, and as I said, a little bit unexpected, Lou.
Well, what was unexpected is we were beaten in the air, and you know, we're used to aerial balls in our football here, and when that goes into the box, you expect one of your central defenders to jump and head it away. But unfortunately, it was Corey Gibbs on the end of it, and the goalkeeper's rooted to the spot, no chance whatsoever. As soon as that leaves Gibbs' head, it's bound for the back of the net.
Yeah, disappointing, and David De Gea won't be happy with that, will he? But the good news for him was, I mean, it could have very easily been 2-0 for Chicago Fire just before the break, so at least he's managed to redeem himself and have a nice
well,
save.
It should have been 2-0, but it was a great save, and Paddy said in commentary, doesn't matter how he saves it, and he's right, good save with his feet. But once again, I think the worrying thing was how easily we were carved open here, and players in the box unmarked. Good save from the goalkeeper.
Quick reactions as well, and that's what you like to see. The manager did say he was quick, and you'd expect that as a young player, but you know, in your debut you never know how it's going to go, Lou.
Well, on your debut you're hoping not to have to make these saves, you're hoping that your defence in front of you copes with those things, but that was the second time this evening that defensively we didn't deal with it. Unfortunately, on this occasion, De Gea gets in the way.
Well, United did have their chances in that first half. The first one fell to Dimitar Berbatov after, I think it was just about 5 minutes, and this could very easily have been a good chance for United.
Well, you expect there to be chances when you're playing in America, and I mean, this is a golden opportunity. Doesn't do a great deal wrong, Dimitar hits the target, but just like to see him aiming for one of the corners.
Welbeck comes through here as well.
Not so sure whether Danny meant to cross that or shoot. It was a bit of one and a bit of the other. Of course, another good chance had gone.
Bit of indecision, perhaps?
Well, I think when you get through, sometimes you see one of your teammates in the box, you are undecided whether to shoot or whether to pass, and Danny just got that wrong.
Nice break from Obertan here, and Welbeck involved again, but he fires over.
Yeah, I mean, by now you're thinking, come on, somebody must surely put the ball in the back of the net and allow us to relax a little bit, but it didn't seem as if it was going to be coming, and that was another little half chance. I mean, it's not a great opportunity, but when you get in the box, you've got to keep it on target, you've got to test the goalkeeper, make him make a save, and once again we failed to do it.
And Fabio does a similar thing just a few minutes later as well.
Yeah, well, once again it's hit the target. If you manage to do that, chance of getting a goal, but blasted it over the crossbar. Plenty of chances, plenty of good football, but we've paid for not taking any of those chances.
Yeah, it is a very young defence tonight as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but you expect, no matter how young your defenders are, man, you expect them to cope with American teams, you expect them to cope with American players, but you know, when that ball came in for the goal, if you're not in front of, or at least alongside Gibbs, then there's always a chance it's going to flick off his head like it did, doing into the back of the net. Goalkeeper had no chance whatsoever. But defensively, we just didn't deal with that very well. And then there was another couple of occasions when De Gea made his best save of the game. We weren't sound defensively there either.
OK, well, let's take a look at Chicago Fire's chances, because again, it's not just the two we've seen so far, the goal and the other effort they had with that fantastic save from De Gea, but these 3 chances as well, Lou.
Well, it's a bit like the game the other night. In the first 45 minutes, the home side the other night had 3 or 4 good chances early on. And the same tonight with Chicago. I think this was Papa having a shot just off target. And once again, backing off a little bit. Should have really been closing them down. And the ball into midfield. We lost possession and they broke forward once again. Really should have done a lot better there. I think that was Palladini. You know, had that have ended up in the back of the net, man, they 2-0, you know, it really would have been game on. And then another half chance, and once again blasting wide.
It's a shame for the young players that they've had a little bit less training, we must say that. And again, I'm not making excuses here, I'm just putting some factors into the equation, but they've had less training time than everybody else. But it's also the earliest kick-off and the hottest place they've been so far, and that's always going to be a test, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think the main thing is the lacking experience. No matter what we say about them, you know, if you put Rio in there and Vidic, they've got the experience to cope with these players. They've got the experience to cope with any players. These are young boys. These are finding their feet. They're finding their way, especially in our game here. They're going to have to find their way. But, you know, you go to America, you mentioned the conditions, you mentioned the opposition. They're finding it a little bit strange tonight, but let's hope that the manager gives the same back four a chance in the second half, and they get a chance to obviously rectify one or two things and get their act together for the second half.
Yeah, indeed. OK, well, let's hear from one of the first team members in Rio Ferdinand's tour diaries.
Nani, what do you think about Rio and what?
I think Rio, he made a couple change on his team.
Ah, good, Nani, good, Nani.
He made some
The way they run, they play.
You mean them modificate the players?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what you mean, Nani?
Just a bit.
They made Cristiano Ronaldo.
See that, boys? See that? See that, boys?
3 shots, 3 goals. I'll play again tomorrow.
I can't believe
We just sent the twins to bed.
Yeah. Here we come. Here it is.
Hey, this is the one we want. It's been unbelievable.
We've been on since dinner.
You lost here.
You lost the best game ever.
You're going to lose, man. Go and get your boy.
Here there's Barbados going to get Vida.
Unbelievable game.
We lost 3-2 against them, but we won't win in 10.
We had 10 men.
We win the first half.
What we done, Anaka?
Team spirit's obviously very high in the camp, and I guess, Lou, whether you're playing PlayStation or whatever they're playing, it's important to get that because it's a long tour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long tour, a lot of hard work, a lot of training. Got to have some spare time, got to enjoy themselves. I'm sure, you know, the manager will have planned 1 or 2 days out. And I was on the tour last year and they went to New York for the day. They'll do something similar this season. OK, well, it's time for us to take another short break. The second half is coming up live next. Welcome back to Matchday Live. The second half action will be coming very, very shortly. But first of all, Lou, what do you think the manager will want? What will he be saying? Because he always says Don't
results
ask me what he'll be saying in the dressing room.
Well, he says results don't matter. Will they matter to him tonight?
Oh, man, in that dressing room at half-time would be going mad. No matter what people think, whether it's a friendly game or a proper game in the Premier League or any competition, he'll be in there at half-time letting them know that the first 45 minutes wasn't up to the standard he expected. Changes, or will he let this team play on for a little bit longer? He just may let them play on for a little bit longer, but you know, if he wants to win the game, and I'm sure he does, then he just may make a change or two at half-time. But it'll be interesting to see if there is changes, what the changes are. That'll tell a story. It will, but that's what I was saying before the break about this young team. They've not had that many minutes on the clock, have they? So perhaps he will allow the players that have just joined up recently. And they haven't experienced this half-time talks if things are not going too well. But they'll certainly get the first taste of that this evening. I'm in no doubt that he won't be too pleased with the first 45 minutes. Bet David De Gea is delighted that he doesn't quite grasp the English language yet, or even the Scottish language. Well, second half action is on its way live here on MUTV, so it's time to head back over to our commentary team of Stuart Gardner and Paddy Crerand.
Welcome back to Soldier Field. We await the reappearance of the teams. Must warn you in advance, I think there's a cast of thousands coming on for Chicago Fire, which will break Paddy, I think.
Well, it's very difficult to get all the names down at the same time when you're struggling with what you've got, but it's not been a very good first half for United as far as goals are concerned. They're losing 1-0. Great save by De Gea and goal that would have been 2-0.
We understand United are going to make 5 changes at half-time. Johnny Evans, Anderson, Rooney, Giggs and Parker are all going to come on at half-time. Confirm that for soon with Fabio and Carrick and Berbatov and Cleverley and Juve going off. It looks to me as though Chicago are going to make about 9 changes, which could make for an interesting second half. Certainly Sir Alex will be hoping for better in this second half, Paddy, after a performance where United had much of the ball, but didn't get up
trouble the goalkeeper to a great degree, did they? I mean, 90% of the crowd in here will want United to score a few goals in the second half, and I expect that. Because the second half the other night, United just ran over the top. Seattle Sounders. So we'll see.
So far, this tour has been very smooth for United on the field. 4-1 against the New England Revolution in Boston, and 7-0 against the Seattle Sounders in Seattle. But they have to work hard to win this one against the Chicago Fire, who, as we've said several times, Paddy, have really struggled this season. But in fairness to them, they've really given it a go in this game.
Well, they have. I mean, the goal's a big lift to anybody that's the underdogs if you score the first goal. That's exactly what Chicago Fire have done, much to the disappointment of the majority of the crowd. But I expect to see United score some goals in the second half, Stuart. It's not going to stay 1-0.
Yes, particularly with the introduction of the substitutes that we are led to believe are going to be coming on. Still wait the reappearance of this Manchester United side. Sun have gone in for now, which I'm sure will delight the players who are reappearing for this second half. Chicago team are with us. United subs are just warming up on the field at the moment.
Well, they make many substitutions the Chicago team.
Making a few, not making as many as we thought they were going to make. Which, quite frankly, is something of a relief. United players just making their way back now in dribs and drabs. How hard do you think it would have been in that first half in the sunshine? It was sunny for 45 minutes, and it really is hot, high into the 90s.
Oh, high into the 90s, a bump to pitch, all sorts of things. And you're playing against a team that scored the goal, which has given an amazing lift. And it's really could have scored again.
Yeah, it was good to see David De Gea making such a good save near the end of that game. As you could see the United subs being lined up there on the touchline and coming on. Wonderful, wonderful arena. Giggs and Rooney and Anderson, Johnny Evans, Park, changing things around somewhat. United making those changes, changing essentially half of the team in that first half. From the first half where Chicago leads through Corey Gibbs' header after 13 minutes. Wayne Rooney, who of course scored a second half hat-trick in Seattle. I wouldn't mind that again. And I must say, Paddy, Wayne Rooney has looked very sharp on this tour so far.
I'll tell you who was impressive for United in the first half, to be fair. Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck looked very sharp.
We're underway in the second half. United looking to get back into it very quickly. Duro takes on Evra, who's getting a bit of a tug in there. Fans here to see Wayne Rooney, of course. That's the roar you can hear. His name to the crowd. Papa takes the hit, and Nyarko. Ryan Giggs being cheered to the rafters as well. Nyarko, that's a good ball to a Duro. Here, sliced it horribly. The Ghanaian. Jason Park getting huge applause as well. He's a big favourite over here. David De Gea. The clearance. Now Jones.
That was a little push as well.
Shoving it back by Palladini on Ji-Sung Park. His third substitute appearance in the US. He's got a couple of goals already on the tour. He's looking to score again. Does that so well? This is going to fall apart. Here he comes. And now Giggs. Nice skill for Brian Giggs. Smalling's offside. Oh, good, he struck that well. What a hit it was.
Unfortunately, I don't realise it was offside.
Sadly, the flag was up. They're still celebrating around us. Look at this strike from Smalling.
Oh, it's tremendous effort.
Grasping drive. He scored in Mexico last season. It was a header, but that's a terrific drive. Struck it wonderfully well. And Chris Smalling filling in the second half at right back with Johnny Evans and Phil Jones centre back and Reece Evra, of course, at left back. It's a little change of shape for Manchester United. Jones, and now here's Anderson. Anderson, who started both of the previous tour matches. Evra. Now Jones. Evans, Overton. Free kick goes the way of Chicago Fire. Gibbs, the goal scorer, wins it. The man who caused United a bit of trouble, Nazarite, the big man up front, has gone off at half-time.
Another was a handful, wasn't it?
Another big man, the Israeli forward, Or Baruch. The full 10 yards. I wonder if it's going to be Papa, or is it going to be Sidic to give this a whack? But it's Papa who takes it low. Easy enough for David De Gea.
Yeah, no problem for the goalkeeper.
Anderson. Now Jones.
Oh, that's careless.
It's out for the throw. Hart throws it back to Evra. A lot of focus on David De Gea. Not much he could do about the goal. Made a fantastic save on the stroke of half-time as well, just to keep it at 1-0. United were under pressure at Europe. Now Park.
Oh, it's overhit again. That was a chance with a better ball.
Cleared by Nikolic. Now here's Obertan on the right-hand side. Going on a run. Understand at home you did lose pictures for a moment. You missed the Marco Papa free kick, which was easily dealt with by David De Gea. Hopefully you're back with us again now. Here's Evra. Jones. Anderson. Anababa heads it away, stuck to his task quite well at right back, Gialeo and Anababa. Adjura, space here for Papa, difficult to pick up in between midfield and the attack. Looking for the through ball there towards Or Baruch, but dealt with by United. Here's Giggs.
Well, you're offside anyway, when Rooney if they got through.
Park, Anderson. Giggs again. Started against Seattle, but came on as a sub New England, as he has done tonight.
Be more accurate than that, Danny.
That's just the region where it's breaking down a little bit for United. Here's Smalling, could be caught in possession here, the ball held up a little bit. Plenty of red shirts forward here. Here's a great chance for Baruch. What a miss!
How has he missed that?
But Husidic, forward from midfield, Baggio Husidic, who didn't get a proper contact on that. I mean, what a chance. He'd never have a better chance.
I think he's got a surprise that's probably come through. Or maybe the referee might have been thinking about giving a penalty kick here, just there.
Oh.
But it's came through, and how has he missed that? The most difficult part of that is to put it past the post. Dear me, they got caught, United.
Well, they had a great chance on the stroke of half-time. De Gea with a wonderful save, and then Husidic, another of the half-time subs. Well, what a chance. Absolutely great chance for the Bosnian midfielder, but thankfully it stays at 1-0. Could have been a lot worse. Now Rooney.
Oh, he's off Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira.
Patrick
Evra.
Don't remember United signing him.
Oh, Patrick Evra. Rooney saw him, but took a little bit of a deflection. I don't know what he's given. That's a throw-in for United, surely. I understand that.
Jones, Anderson, and Giggs. Park. Giggs. Challenge coming in there from Mikolic. Again, they're looking at threat coming forward to fire. Got men over here as well, as Euro to the right-hand side. Tried to do it all himself there, Nayako. Taken up a more central role in this second half. Park fouled, right in front of the referee. By Husidic. Nayako had better options there, but nice to get away with it. About to make another raft of substitutions as well, Manchester United, in this second half.
Oh, it's too crowded there. It's too crowded.
Here's Rooney. Looking for Ji-Sung Park. Couldn't find him. Giggs wins it back. Ryan Giggs. Here's Park. Park twisting and turning. Low ball into Welbeck. Oh, Husidic dallies on the ball. Here's Rooney. Picks out Obertan. Obertan gets to the byline. Equalised as well. Could have been an own goal. Could have gone anywhere, quite frankly. It turns out it's a corner.
Well, that's terrific defending, I'll tell you that. I think it's Papa that gets that over, isn't it?
I think it's Corey Gibbs actually got the final touch there. Touch as well. John Conway in goal there. He was sub at half-time.
Well, somebody's going off. Danny Welbeck's going off.
Yeah. United make triple substitution. Ferdinand's going to come on, Michael Owen, Makeda. Evra's going to go off Obertan and Welbeck. So lots and lots of changes for United. But most players getting a run out here in these hot and humid conditions. And United have a corner that Giggs is going to take very deep indeed. Looking for Phil Jones. It's going to fall for Anderson. Nani, first touch for him. Anderson. Anderson driving forward. Makeda, first touch.
Oh, he's hit it into the ground. It took all the pace of it, and that's a great throw. That is a great throw.
Adjuro. Dominic Adjuro. Baruch fell over, so Adjuro goes alone. Drills it over.
And a great throw by the goalkeeper.
For a while here, United have got 12 players on the pitch. This is rather confusing.
They've still got 12 players on the pitch, haven't they?
United at the moment have 12 players on the field. The referee...
Yeah, he's telling someone to come off, is he?
Trying to sort it out. I think Patrice Evra...
the shot, bit of a wild shot.
Patrice Evra has just sheepishly come to the touchline and gone off. Goodness me. I see that very often. I know we get a lot of substitutions here, and believe me, it confuses the hell out of me and Paddy. But it seems to have confused a few others as well.
The referees did well to notice it, because I didn't notice it.
Oh dear. Johnny Evans at left back now. Phil Jones and Rio Ferdinand centre backs. Chris Smalling at right back. Maybe taking all this in. Here's Anderson. Really, United should be 2 or 3 down. De Gea making a fine save. Stroke of half-time. And Hasidic. Oh, what a miss early in the second half. Now Makeda, who's looked dangerous on this tour. Across comes Nikolic.
Yeah, he did well, Nikolic. Good defending.
Tiko Makeda. He's got a couple of goals as a sub in Boston. Giggs. Nikolic is there again to head clear. Corey Gibbs to Nanning. Hopefully the game will settle down a little bit now with all of the changes that have been made. Giggs. Anderson. Rooney taking the ball up from deep. Has a go, struck it well. That certainly stings Conway's palms.
Yeah, plenty of power behind it, straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
United have got a lot of big hitters on here, so you would expect them to come right back into the game. Seriously hard work though. Harder than I suggest many of us thought it was going to be.
That's for sure.
Here's Rio Ferdinand. Played the whole 90 minutes in Seattle. Makeda. Difficult to score from there.
No, I should be looking about him to see who's about. You should have known before he gets the ball who's about.
Conway clears. Baruch. Ferdinand nips in. Jones. That pitch, I know, not to make excuses, but the pitch is dodgy. You see the run of the ball with the bangs. Park. Rooney. And Johnny Evans. Rooney. Park. Nikolic can clear. Anibaba. Forward by Nikolic. Good header by Phil Jones. Palladini. Cigares. Palladini again. Going all the way back to John Conway. Very experienced 34-year-old goalkeeper. His 12th season as a pro, but his first Chicago. Crowd here, by the way, is 61,308, the largest soccer crowd seen at the newly redeveloped Soldier Field, which opened after a massive redevelopment in 2003. This is the biggest soccer crowd I've seen here.
Well, they keep creating records, Manchester United, don't they, here in America?
There's a Duro. We've got to keep that in. The last time United played here, that 0-0 draw against Bayern Munich, lost on penalties, but it was such an inexperienced United side because a lot of players were away at Euro 2004. The United centre-backs that day were Roy Keane and Paul McShane. And players, Jemba, Bellion, Spector, Bojan Djordjic, remember him? Chris Eagles, all played in that game. Very inexperienced. Chris Smalling's limping down there, which is a bit of a worry. As Chicago break. Got a man over here. Papa! Side netting. Crowd all around us celebrating. Rippled the net, but thankfully the side netting.
Yeah, the angle a little bit too much for him. Yeah, the crowd at this side of the pitch don't know it's the side netting. They think it's in the net. Yeah, he hits it well enough, doesn't he?
The fans around us seem perplexed as to why that goal wasn't given. It was because it didn't go in. But there you go. Another change here. And it's going to be a debut for the Argentine midfielder Sebastian Grazzini. And he's going to replace Papo. I think he's been absolutely excellent, the Guatemalan. So, Sebastian Grazzini, who only signed earlier in the week from the Argentine side, all boys. He's had a nomadic career, shall we say, Grazzini. He's played everywhere: Spain, Belgium, Italy, Argentina, Venezuela. Now he's turned up in the US. They got quite big hopes for him, quite a creative player. But we've gone past an hour, Paddy, and this is rather worrying. It's still 1-0.
The thing is, their goalkeeper's not the problem, has he?
No. Well, in either half. Giggs in a central midfield role. Anderson. Rooney wasn't offside, but it's too much on it anyway. And Conway can deal with it. There's the interim head coach, Frank Klopas, with Papa. Frank Klopas, who was the technical director here, and then got the head coach's job, or at least the interim head coach's job, after Carlos de los Cobos was sacked in May. Narco again with a decent ball towards Barucci. Struck it well, hit the post. Wow, what a strike that was. Not sure De Gea got a touch.
He didn't. I think United are living dangerously as well. A lot of freedom round that penalty area. I mean, he hits this well. Dear me, they're living dangerously, aren't they?
Well, Husidic has missed a sitter. Baruch just struck the post. And there's an attacking force in the second half. We haven't seen much from United. That might change now, though, Paddy. Here's Kiko Makeda. Just to turn and finds Ji-sung Park. Rooney lurking about 25 yards from goal. Here he is. Clever turn. Picks out Nani. Lovely control. Nani turns back inside. Nani again. Pushed away. Park just behind him. And just about get away with it there. And Husidic can clear.
That's a breather. That one. A good little bit of skill from Nani. The crowd really enjoyed it. No end product.
Wayne Rooney still the man United look for to get them back into this game. Park. Johnny Evans is well forward on the left. Here he is. Park again. Looking to force it through to Johnny Evans, but couldn't. And with the break on. Duro is robbed though by Johnny Evans. Now Giggs. Now Wayne Rooney. Giggs. Anderson. Lots of space for Park on the left, but Anderson couldn't find him. Palladini can clear. Now here's Husidic. Back comes Anderson. And then Brazilian finds Jones. Johnny Evans. Oh, we've had 20 minutes of this second half.
The game hasn't changed, has it?
United's still behind. A 13th minute header from Corey Gibbs, separating the two teams. We've had a whole raft of substitutions, but it hasn't really changed. You're right, Paddy. Ferdinand, nice skill. He's looking for Rooney, could be a great ball. Rooney gets there, Wayne Rooney with a little chip. Great goal. Wayne Rooney is razor sharp on this US tour, and United are level at 1-1.
What great skill by Rio Ferdinand. What a great bit of skill from Rio Ferdinand. He's going to take all the credit, Wayne, for the goal. But what a ball. Oh, that's a great ball from Rio Ferdinand. I know the finish is terrific, but it's just a bit of skill prior to that that Rio Ferdinand used to get away from his marker. If you can call the striker his marker.
Oh, but look at this finish.
Yeah.
Brilliant finish from Wayne Rooney. Got a hat-trick against Seattle. He's at it again now. United are level at 1-1. And you'd say now, Paddy would be favourites to go on and win this game.
Yeah, you would think so.
If it stays 1-1, by the way, it'll go to penalties. No extra time. It will go to penalties. Great skill from Wayne Rooney. Baruch wins the throw. But when you consider the chances they have had to
finish
United,
the game,
oh, they could have put United in big trouble. Baruch hitting the post, of Sidic with that miss as well. Back they come again. Quick strike, just a few yards wide.
Not a particularly good strike, was it?
Nope.
This is a great ball by Leo Ferdinand. Inch perfect.
Well, you're celebrating the through ball. I'm celebrating the finish. I still think there's a lot to do there. It was a great finish. Gibbs. Makeda all over him like a rash. Conway clears. 3/4 of the game have gone. Quite an open game, actually. They have been surprised by Chicago Fire.
Yeah, how well they've done.
Really, the shackles have come off under pressure in their league campaign. Evans. Anderson. Jones. Ferdinand. Now Nani. Loses possession. Rossini. Cigares have it. Came in forward here in red. It's Baruch. He's hit the post already. With skill. Cigares with the ball in, but Park has time, and that is calm, isn't it?
He's away, Nani.
Nani's after this, and what a pass from Wayne Rooney, who's busting a gut to get up with Nani. Nani's going to take on Gibbs.
Oh, Nani used to take them on. He shouldn't have been looking for Wayne. 1 against 1. Wayne's run about 60 yards there.
Memories came back of the goal against Arsenal a couple of years ago. Rooney started it, Nani on the right. Rooney ran 60 yards and finished at the Emirates. Didn't quite happen like that here, but you know what I mean. Here's Evans. Park. Anderson. Nani. Skill from Nani. Park. Nani. Skill, got such quick
Perfect,
feet.
yeah, the crowd love it as well.
They really do. That's a deflection, it's a kind deflection from a Chicago point of view, and it's back to John Conway in goal. An error there. United have to throw that Evans is going to take. Jones. I thought he got fouled there by Grazzini, but here comes Adjuro up towards Baruch. Ferdinand far too strong. Baruch wins the throw as well.
Far too clever as well.
We're going to see another change here. It's going to be Branislav Ristic, I think, who's going to come on, the Serbian midfielder who wears number 77. And Adjuro, who's been a threat.
He's did well, hasn't he? Adjuro.
He's coming off. Ristic is on. Another player who's been around a bit, Ristic. He's played in Serbia, Belgium, Russia, Bulgaria, Spain. Ristic is on. I think we'll have to file that haircut as dodgy. United are going to make a couple of changes in a moment as well. The last 20 minutes or so here. And I don't expect you to feel sorry for us at home, but it is strength sapping out there. The heat. It's not strength sapping in here. We're sitting in an air-conditioned box, but out there it is. Conway. Palladini. Grazzini back to Palladini. First touching the wrist stitch. Wrist stitch again. That's a bit of control from the substitute. Goes for goal.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of glory. Forgetting about the rest of his teammates.
Well, we've had 72 minutes. United with Wayne Rooney's marvellous chip levelling the game in this second half. Got quite a good soccer tradition in Chicago. See what danger of being crowded out by other sports, including the Chicago Bears who play here, but decent players have played in this city over the years, including great Hristo Stoichkov, one of Dimitar Berbatov's heroes. Grazzini. Nice ball to Husidic. He must be kicking himself for that miss in this second half. Palladini. Segares. Daniel Palladini. Ferdinand heads it clear. Ferdinand just makes it look so easy.
It does, doesn't it?
In the right position, never hurried. Anderson. Rooney. Got to be careful, no one's offside here, and he picks out Nani with an unerring pass.
He'll take him on again.
Three blue shirts wait for Nani's cross in the centre. Takes on Segares.
Dead ball, it's come off, back off Nani. Disappointed that he didn't get it in the first time.
He's frustrated with himself there.
Yeah.
Nani. Nemanja Vidic is going to be on soon, and Rafael da Silva. Another couple of changes.
Yeah, Jones the one.
Chris Smalling and Phil Jones making way. What did you make of Phil Jones's debut then?
Yeah, he's did all right, hasn't he? Just a shot had been 1-0 down, and you're thinking this is going to be a big score for United. It's not turned out that way.
Listen to the cheer for Nemanja Vidic.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Nemanja here. So the back four is now Rafael at right back, and the old firm are together again. Ferdinand and Vidic. Johnny Evans at left back. Giggs. Rooney. Back to Giggs. Looking for Makeda, but Rooney's there. Falls to Park. Anderson. Rooney. Rafael. Gets it back, Rafael. It's the area. Great run from Rafael. Oh, he's poked it home. Great finish, and what an instant impact from the substitute. And United have come from behind here. Chicago fire 1, United 2.
Was that a shot at goal? I'm sure they got that crowded out. It wasn't a great deal more he could do than do that, which is a very important thing to do, of course, put it in the back of the net. I don't think the goalie expected the shot from there. I don't think MD expected the shot from there.
Well, it's an impossible angle, really.
Oh, it's impossible, but not impossible if you're from Brazil, is it? Yeah, nice little ball, isn't it? He runs away. Oh, he intended it. He intended it. There was no question when it came on his left foot, he intended to have the shot. And he's took everybody by surprise. By surprise. Watch him, he hits this with his left foot. He's had a shot at goal here.
The goalkeeper's way, yeah.
The goal will be disappointed.
Well, he does love to get forward, and that's what he can do. When he burst on the scene and scored at Arsenal, Rafael. So that's better, isn't it? United now, after making those changes, suddenly lead again, which I think, if we're fair, we'll say was a shade harsh on Chicago Fire, who have had some really good chances in this game.
Good chances, dear me, the miss of the season. He's ever hit it. The miss of this season, next season, and the season after.
Apparently, it took Rafael da Silva 47 seconds to score from coming on. That's what you call an impact substitution. I think now, I've got a headache and I've got bits of paper strewn everywhere, but I think United have changed their entire outfield 10 players from the start of the game. Could be right. I think David De Gea is the only player who looks like he's playing the whole game. Ristic. Grazzini. Sidic with that ball. Raphael caught out of position here. Did he keep that in? No, it was out of play. Sidic, the man who missed the great chance at 1-0. The attendance just being announced from the loudspeaker system here. Everyone applauding. No wonder, 61,000.
61,380. The attraction of Manchester United. Yeah, we get the crowd in English and then we get it in Spanish.
Minutes left here at Soldier Field. De Gea. It's certainly been a real test this for United, no doubt about that. More of a test than they found, surprisingly, in Seattle. Gibbs is robbed by Makeda. Good work from the young Italian. Rooney's calling for it. Makeda in danger of getting crowded out here.
Himself. You can't do it all on your own. When you're not happy with you.
Ryan Giggs was too happy either. He made the run.
And when Rooney's still at him. That's how young kids learn. When you get senior age, a senior pro in ability and the number of matches played. So I mean, not happy with them. Learn that way far quicker.
Another change, Nyako, the United fan, has gone off, and the Uruguayan striker Diego Chavez is on. Nani, Rooney. Nani's gone for the return. Really awkward one. Should be a corner, it is. Wayne Rooney changed things for United with that terrific finish from Rooney's marvellous, Ferdinand's marvellous.
Give credit for the pass.
United get on with things with this corner. A bit of sleep there, the fire. Nani, back to Giggs. Out for the throw. Park. Rafael da Silva, Rooney, the heart of everything, Giggs. Good break on here, Chavez. Ristic.
Good challenge, Ryan Giggs.
Well,
he's given a free kick against him as well. The crowd not happy with the referee.
Referee didn't agree.
He booked him.
He's booked Ryan Giggs
for kicking the ball away.
Well, you must be joking, referee. Booking Ryan Giggs, first of all, isn't allowed in football.
That's a great challenge. There's nothing wrong with that challenge whatsoever.
A, there's nothing wrong with a challenge. B, you can't book Ryan Giggs. It's in the FIFA rules of football.
He did kick the ball away.
Dear me. Be careful, he gets another one. The FA will be banning him in a flash. Here comes the free kick. Now here comes.
Well done, goalie.
Hey,
well done, goalie.
Safely collects. Here's Park. Rooney. Even though De Gea is a young man, only 20, he is an experienced 20-year-old. He played almost 100 games for Atletico Madrid. Won the Europa League and the Super Cup. Skillful from Ryan Giggs. Crowd love that.
Oh, he's in here as well if he gets a good touch first.
Makeda gets between both centre-backs. Makeda does well. Nani. Still Nani, going on his own. Nani, lovely finish.
Yeah, terrific.
That wraps it up.
Oh, terrific.
3 games, 3 wins for Manchester United in the States. They've come from behind. Nani does his party piece, 3-1.
The crowd loved the chip, but I think they loved the party piece even better. Nothing you can do about that, goalkeeper. Terrific to watch, isn't it? Gets a little bit of a break all the same. Yeah, he just gets the break there, the pass back, but oh, that's terrific. And then what followed later.
There's a bit of fortune about it. No fortune about that finish. Beautiful finish.
Palmadini not happy with it, but he could do nothing about it. But the crowd liked this as well, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Oh, dear me.
Ryan Giggs with another challenge and another foul.
You better be careful, Ryan.
The heat's getting to him. Chavez. Players held up whilst a bit of treatment meted out. Well, Grazzini's got a bit of a problem here. Ryan Giggs goes across to console him. The Argentine gets to his feet.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of fortune here, doesn't he, with the flick on, but the finish is terrific. And the after is terrific as well.
Last 7 minutes, United have turned it around completely here. Well, that was an optimistic effort, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a good effort all the same.
Although De Gea was moving rather worryingly to his right-hand side there, just for a second. Thought he might have been caught out of position. But he hasn't had a huge amount to do in this second half. Well, he loved the celebration here, doesn't he? Absolutely.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, have they seen that before? I don't know. That shows the manager will be happy with it.
Well, it's the sort of finish which is okay in a friendly.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Nani. Oh, dear. Great skill. Crowd love that as well. Makeda. United suddenly moving through the gears here. Anderson, half poke it forward. And Grabra blasted up the line. Cross comes Ferdinand. Back to De Gea. Careful here is Vidic. To Johnny Evans. A lot around Johnny Evans, kept going as well. Makeda.
Make sure he's onside, he is.
Good skill, finds Nani. Evans is calling for it in the centre. And now here's Makeda. Oh, that's a great challenge.
It is, but I thought he might have thrown his boot at that. He's tried a first touch, never come off.
A few gaps appearing there as the sun comes out again, blazing here in Chicago.
There's enthusiasm for his shirt. There's
everywhere, isn't
enthusiasm for him, yeah.
Full of energy, Rafael da Silva in the last 5 minutes here.
Two lovely lads, him and his brother.
The tremendous news is that Chicago are going to make another 4 changes for the last 5 minutes, so 4 more players get to say, I played against Manchester United.
Never think of us, do you? We don't count the scenario.
Well, you can understand it in many ways.
Of course.
Giggs. Makeda. Nani. Rooney to the right-hand side. He looks for Makeda over the top, but too much on that. The goalkeeper, John Conway, can come off his line and deal with it. Well, at the midway point of this second half, when 3/4 of the game had gone, I was wondering where a goal was coming from for Manchester United. Then there was that great ball from Rio Ferdinand, and Wayne Rooney did the rest of it. Well, that was that.
Might get another one as well. Time enough for that.
Every chance. De Gea. Carefully. Fail. To Nemanja Vidic. United playing out time here. Another victory. Thought another big test on the way on Wednesday night in New Jersey against the MLS All-Stars.
He's going to take him on here as well.
Nani. Rooney's in the centre. Going to get to the byline. He does, great trickery.
Oh, he's too hard. He's too heavy. Nobody on the other side of Rooney.
There's no one at that far post. Grazzini. With Anderson. Argentina against Brazil there. the centre in midfield. Here come the remaining changes.
Thank you.
They can't make any more of them, Chicago Fire. But 3 minutes from time, and you know when they're likely to play Manchester United again. So I don't mind this.
No, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. The very, very bad news for Paddy and myself is that one of the players coming on is Parry Pantazopoulos.
That's all right. That's not bad. That Pantazopoulos.
Okay. Gibbs was excellent in that first half for Chicago and gave them the lead with that header. He's now made his way off. Imagine the whole Chicago Fire coaching staff pretty happy with what they've seen here. The effort of their team has been phenomenal.
Been tremendous. Rose to the challenge, haven't they?
Well, a bit more cool heads and good finishes. Well, United would have been 2 or 3 down and might struggle to come back from that. So finally we're ready to continue. Ferdinand heads it away. Anderson has it. Johnny Evans. Here's Wayne Rooney. Effortless control, Makeda. Giggs. Johnny Evans again. Bit of a heavy touch there. He's in with a chance. Goodness me, he didn't pull out of that, did he? Wow. Mike Videra would have felt that substitute. Here's Gorzini. Marco Panic. Chavez was looking for support there, but Anderson cut it out. Nani, well, Anderson was taken out, wasn't he? Played a little 1-2 there. Free kick. Last minutes of normal time here. Very rarely play much injury time in friendlies.
You don't.
How would you sum up United in this game then, Pat?
They've had to work hard, Stuart, and I think that's a good thing, actually. I think that's a good thing. Not the nicest of conditions, but good for fitness.
I think they'd have got a lot out of this in terms of fitness. Maybe they'd have got more out of this game than they would in the 7-0.
I would think so.
Raphael. Giggs. Oh, looking to play a clever little ball through to Makeda. Conway has it. Last 30 seconds. Sun shining brightly as it was at the start here at Soldier Field.
Is it going to be a last hurrah?
There's Grassini. Has to go himself. Struck it well, actually. It hit Vidic.
Who's going to hit it as well?
Took a deflection. Oh, well.
He hit that well.
Branislav Ristic with a shot.
Not so sure who that hit off, but he hit it well.
Looks like Chicago Fire are going to end this game on the attack with a corner.
1 minute injury time.
Well, if he added 30 seconds on for every substitution, we'd be here till about midnight. Here's Hosidic with a corner kick. You wouldn't begrudge a late goal for Chicago Fire. Well, Sir Alex would, as it comes in very, very deep.
Maybe a late goal on the other end.
Raphael comes away with it.
What a few passes from the other end.
Rooney. There's a handball. Anyway, Raphael slashes it forward. And Johnny Evans. Videra. Mazzini. Ferdinand moves it back.
Too quick for him now.
And Vucinic. Chavez. Just got the shanked effort.
I think we ought to get the shot in. It's a pure shot. I think that could be the finale.
I think that will be that. Great workout for United. Really good workout.
Hard conditions as well, Stuart.
Yep.
The heat.
An engaging match, really. United have had to work hard to win this game and come through. I'm sure Frank Kopras happy with the efforts of his side. De Gea clears. That's that. 3 games, 3 wins for Manchester United in the USA. But my word, they had to do it the hard way here. Coming from behind, Corey Gibbs with the early header in the first half. United were behind for 3/4 of this match, but the introduction of quality like Ferdinand and Rooney did the trick. Ferdinand's marvellous ball over the top and Wayne Rooney's wonderfully judged chip to make it 1-1. Then it was United all the way after that, with Rafael da Silva scoring 47 seconds after coming on as a substitute, and Nani with an impudent chip rounded off the goal scoring. Next up, United fly to New Jersey, where they take on the MLS All-Stars on Wednesday night, and then in a week's time, the might of Barcelona in a repeat of the European Cup final. But United keep their unbeaten record intact here at Soldier Field, Chicago. It's finished. Chicago fire 1, Manchester United 3.